Attention all founders. Here is what you need to do if you have the following issues when trying to migrate into OES. When you click on Navigate to OES, the registration is not populated. Or if you have an O-mail account but no matter what you try you can't log in. Send your O-mail address to alternate email already exists at gmail.com. Thank you.
Hello, 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 everyone. Yeah, doggy, as they would say on the Beverly Hillbillies. What a wild, crazy day we had yesterday. That was so much fun. Trying to get rid of this thing on here, but it won't do it. It won't do it. Anyway, I don't need it. It'd be nice to get rid of it. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday, the 21st of May. Yes, May. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yesterday was a whirlwind of craziness, right? That car, the car show and the event that they did took me a while to figure out what was going on. And then when I looked into it and then I looked up the company, and this organization got together back in 2016, and it's like a car club, but it's a car club for the supercars of the world, right? I mean, some of those cars were amazing. I believe the one car was in the movie for Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage, which is pretty cool. And when they did the video, which you got to watch, I put it in the chat. If you watch the video, because they show all different camera views of going through the city and going down through Dubai in the background at first, and they drove in. All the traffic stopped. These cars coming around the corner with the sticker on the side on passive. People taking pictures because they all knew. And this is an event that, you know, it's not like they surprised people and drive in. Everybody knew. Traffic was stopped. People all along the sides of the road taking pictures of what? They're taking pictures of supercars, but the supercars had what? ONPASSIVE on it. Oh, marketing that I've never, you know, I said it's really kind of, well, it makes me feel good that I've been saying some stuff that came out again yesterday from Ash, is all these things being done, you know, like the Burj Khalifa, owning 2 floors on there, running this light show up for over a year, branding a company that I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that in my wildest dreams. And let's face the facts. Nobody, let's say it again, to break it down for everyone, no one can come in or enter into ONPASSIVE except through a founder. And some of these drivers and people, there was people there that everyone knows, you know, from that area of the world, you know, and here we are in the hub of technology. It is. I've heard people say, how come we're not in New York? Thank God. I don't know that we won't be, New York City, but that's where you want to be. Just look around, look where things are happening. And then what do? We jump over to Egypt, Cairo. What are they doing? They're building a whole city thinking of the future. And where are we at? We're planted right dead center in there. I couldn't do that. My marketing, look, even though it took me years to figure out how to market just a little bit I can do, I couldn't afford that in my 20 lifetimes. Put money together, I couldn't do it. And the funny thing is, I got my foot in the door for 97. We talked about that for, some people thought that 97 was worth $1 million. And now he put that back in the pot so you could buy products with it. So I was out nothing. We were out nothing, none of us. Oh, crazy. Oh, so amazing. I mean, I'm not into those kind of cars. For one thing, I'd need one for each butt cheek, right? I couldn't even get in it. But they are beautiful. I'm more of a Mustang. I like the Mustang, the Cobra Mustang 500. Ooh, I like that. But anyway, I love the machinery and how fast they can go and all that. But just watching that ride through town and seeing the name on there, and because Ash is who he is, look, we sat on a webinar with the CEO of the company for 7 hours, if you wanted to. 7 hours. And he talked about us about everything. You know, everybody, oh, what about this? What about that? Look, I'm not going to say it. We're not in that letter, those 3 letters. We're not. We haven't been. We're not for years. But he talked about this. This is what was so, if people would listen to what he said, not what he's not saying, listen to what he is saying. We are not that kind of company. Thank God. We have not built to last 9 months, a year, lucky 2 years, like a lot of companies do. A lot of these companies, you're lucky if they're there 5 years. Listen, 20 years online, every company that I got into, most of them disappeared. And they were cool, at least I thought they were. But to be in a company that builds a foundation, the largest mother of aircraft carriers that can handle anything that can land on it, can anything can take off from it. Everybody has their own part of this. You know, I can't even think of words what we have. It's so mind-blowing to me to think that we're part of that. You know, like this founder position, LC, he brought up. I never liked it. Tina goes in the house. Thank you for the super sticker. I mean that. I hope you're feeling better. Anyway, so you have all of this stuff, you know, like people walk around with co-founder. Co means like you pitched in. I didn't pitch in for any of that. Ashwapara forked the bill for everything spectacular so that we can build a spectacular company so I can get a piece of the pie. Think about that. We can say whatever we want to say. The facts are that. Then you get people all wrapped up on, well, this and that. Things will be paid. Things will be bought. Commissions will be paid. And if you know, and I said this for 3 or 4 days, if you know, which I do, and a lot of you do, I'm not talking just for me, Ash is going to pay us as much as he legally can and keep the company thriving. That's enough. I don't care what you call it. I don't care if it comes in by carrier pigeon. I don't care if it's pooped on me from the money elephant. Okay, I don't care. If you're being paid as much as you legally can, what more could we want? I'm going to squeeze that orange or that lemon. Not another drop's coming out. What more can we ask for? That's nobody does that. It's the opposite of that. There's total revenue. What's the most we can keep? And give crumbs to the people or the affiliates at the time to keep them motivated to at least keep building our company. That's how it normally is. And the sad thing about that is only 1 or 2% can even market. We don't even have to. They're going to market for us. They've been marketing for us. Every person that ever came into ONPASSIVE as a customer way back with the World Cup are in a holding pen right now for all the founders. There's no other where to go. There's no positions. There's not an ask me for a position. He doesn't have one, doesn't want one. There's no position under anybody but founders. That's a crazy, crazy. And you know what? I'm not a money guy. I mean, that's not my first thought. I want choice. I'm tired of living. No, I'm tired of surviving. I want to live. I want to not worry about those things. And I think with ONPASSIVE, not only do you have to not have to worry about it, you're going to be able to bless others so that their pressure is even less. And I love what Ash said. It's not about just giving. It's not about just giving somebody something, putting a Band-Aid on poverty, putting a Band-Aid on somebody in the street, putting a Band-Aid on education. It's about flipping the sucker upside down, grabbing the world, spinning it in a different direction, and start giving people, empowering people so that they can get off the street. Yeah, you got to, he said, you got to go out there. You see something dramatic, you got to fix it. You got to help fix it. Yeah, we're going to do that. ONPASSIVE is made to do that. But man, the options where now, instead of my kids or Ash's kids getting the best education, because either I have the money or I was fortunate enough to be born in the United States. How about that poor little kid, a poor little girl, a poor whatever all around the world that doesn't have that opportunity? That opportunity is coming for everyone. To me, that's the change. Bringing the world to people. Bringing the world to people in the world. Prosperity, hope, and all that, it's coming to people that generations never saw it or never had the hope. That's freaking mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. I just pray to God I live long enough to see really big impacts of what could happen, because I believe it's going to happen without a doubt. I just don't, things like this, because this movement is not about some organization that helped one little cause. It's about a movement to create a movement and a rumble around the world. The ripple effect of ONPASSIVE is going to ripple into everybody's household. And yes, you're going to have the ones hiding behind a tree in the shadow. They're no good. Let that go. Who gives a crap? They've always been there. I've said it a million times. They've always been it doesn't matter. There's people on the, listen, there's good and bad. There's dark and light. It's been there forever. And then there's that guy or that woman. And I fell into this category at one point, not recently, not in the last few years, but years ago, where I would try to get somebody to walk into the light or look at things a little different or be a little more positive or look at it doesn't happen. Now, I don't want you to confuse that with somebody that's afraid. fear and negativity sometimes has the same appearance. Some people are afraid, but if you give them a hand and slowly guide them into what you're seeing or what you're doing, those people will be the most thankful that you ever met. Because a lot of times they were given a hand with the left hand and the right hand was stabbing them in the back, and they didn't know, they didn't trust after that. And you had that happen a couple times. That's the problem. That's where things happen, where people gave the trust 4 or 5 times. That happened in the industry of online marketing. So many millions of people got in different countries, especially took advantage of the countries less fortunate as the United States. Definitely. Because they knew with the hope, if you could have somebody have hope in something, they'll pay everything they have to get that hope. In reality, it wasn't hope. It was darkness. And they get burned, they get burned, they get burned. Now, when something like this comes up, they're afraid. You get to the people that are afraid. You gotta know the difference. You know, as time goes on, trust me, you know. But trying to change that person, don't waste your time. They'll never. There's nothing there to change. It's their DNA. That's what they do. That's how they live. Negative. Everybody's out to get them. This person did this to me. This government did this to me. Nobody's doing anything to anybody. Grab your own life. Put up your own light and walk and be proud. And you know what? We got a platform where all of us here, everybody that's watching, everybody that's not watching, that's in ONPASSIVE, we have that platform where our whole foundation is 1 million people that we know of in a company that, in my opinion, is a multi-trillion-dollar company. I believe in years to come, if you look at GDP, we will be the 4th or 5th largest country in the world. We may not have the land, but virtually we're going to be a country 3rd or 4th wealth-wise. And that's not the goal. But I think because it's not the goal, that's going to be the result. I think when you don't focus, and that's why I talk to some people, very intelligent people, they can't let go of yesterday. They can't let go of the path they took. So they can only relate to yesterday. Well, I don't think so, because before I had, no. We got to get in and look at ONPASSIVE from the day we got an ONPASSIVE forward, not before that. Because it's not the same. It's not the same. And if you do it, you have problems trying to make sense of it, and then you get all frustrated. I don't know what this. I just don't get it. Marilyn Stoneberger, thank you for the super sticker. You see what I mean? So because people get all wrapped up in only comparing to what they know, that's why they're frustrated as crap. Well, this just doesn't make sense. I mean, we should have this, and this is the way things go. This is not the way things go on ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is writing a new chapter on how things should go. As soon as we get our head wrapped around it, you're going to put a smile on your face, a smile on your heart, and you're going to walk taller and realize, oh my God, look what we really have. Look what we really have. That blows me away. It blows me away. And I think, that when you look around and people see me, my own family, man, Dad, you look different. You act different. What's going on? I've been hit with ONPASSIVE. I got hit right between the eyes from ONPASSIVE. And it rippled down to this big ass body of mine. And I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. I don't know all the little details. And this is the one time you think, man, if I can live to 300 years old, this is gonna look, we don't know the plans of God when he shuts this all down. This is my opinion. You know, that's gonna happen. But I believe God's involved in this. And show a ray of sunshine to let people know that there are people, good people on earth. And you know, we would have to know by now, that this crazy come from somewhere company that nobody's ever seen, this movement that just doesn't make sense to anybody on the planet. It's just what's going on? What? Millions and millions and millions of dollars building this massive ONPASSIVE ship, and nobody's getting it. Like, why? What are you doing? And there we are, all the founders up on deck, going to that destination that we only dreamed of. We don't have to put fuel in the ONPASSIVE cruise liner. We don't have to take care of the maintenance. We don't have to pay the crew. We don't have to pay the captain. We're just taking a trip. Because when the plank came down and it said welcome, we walked up it. Some people said, "Oh, I'm not going there." Just life. That's what happens. Now because we have this gift, we need to give it back. We need to pay it back, pay it forward. Show people there's room. You could come on. We're not too far out to sea that they can't come on, and send a boat out to them and bring them on with us. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I have other things that I love. I have friends in this business that have products that I've talked to them about. They absolutely love it. They proved it. Yeah, I would help them whatever I can to get them going and all that. I'd probably use them. But my main thing is, because this blessed me and my family, and I see what we have, I have to share it. I have to share it. As said, his calling was to be the guy that is doing what he's doing. And I believe mine is that shipmate. And that's my job too, on a very much smaller scale. I feel I feel great doing this. I feel great talking to people and helping people. Yeah, there's a couple snags here and there. You know, bird poops on you. You wipe it off. But man, we are so fortunate. We are so fortunate. Let me 387 people on a Sunday. I think that's a world record for a Sunday. Again, thank you everybody for being here. Yeah, I mean, Ash covered everything. He just sat back in the chair and relaxed and talked to us. Of course, he's working while he's talking. And people come up with things and you can see it, write it down. Where else would that happen? Most companies, the CEO doesn't care what you think. Ash cares. I've said many things to him, and he listens to what you're saying. He listens to what you're actually saying. Well, I'll tell you what, all of you, and you know, I've had people write me and say, "Oh, Marty, you changed. You've grown." They didn't mean physically. I hope not. But I have. In my core, I was this guy, right? Always. But when doors are open and you get a bigger view and you get to go up and keep looking out and seeing farther and go up and see farther and farther. Jerry Nix, hello, my brother. Thank you for the super sticker. And then you look at people that are with you or next to you, and we're pushing each other. Wow, look at this. Like, oh, I didn't see that. And then you got people above you that maybe have a better view. What do you see up there? Oh, you got to see it. And they explain and they're telling you what's going on. And all of a sudden you're at that level and you go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You look around to say, Ash, this is amazing. You realize Ash is 40,000 feet above you. And we're all going to that level. We're all chasing potential. Potential is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The outreach is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The more shoes for the shoeless, water for the thirsty, shelter for the homeless. It's all part of this. It's the mixture of what's going to happen. It's the picture of what's going to happen. And yet sometimes, I realize when you get it here and here, it comes out here. And I've realized a couple times I'm saying the same thing as the CEO in a different way before I talk to him. So that means I'm getting pieces of this. I'm starting to understand where we're going. Now, do I see what he sees? No, I'm afraid it'll kill me. Just kidding. No, but I mean, I believe in his vision so much that vicariously I'm getting part of that sight. And I think everybody's the same. And that's why I said when I started doing these lives, I had to tell myself, what am I doing this for? And I realized in the beginning, I want to guide people. I want to help. I want to lend a hand down. If I am at 1% and other people are at 0.5, and then if I move to 2%, whatever that number is, it doesn't matter what my vision is. I want to always try to bring people at least where I am and encourage them to go above me. I did it. I've always been that way my whole life, even in the business I was in. I traveled the world. I was a project manager with no college degree, strictly through believing that I could. Strictly believing that I could. And I worked at it and worked at it. Charles Petrina. Oh, no, Charlotte. I'm sorry. My eyesight's gone. Charlotte, thank you. I love that name. Thank you, Charlotte. Didn't get focused there. Thank you for the super sticker. Love that name. But seriously, man, and I remember going to I was in Siberia, guys, in a factory, and we were there to build equipment, get it started, and then train the employees. I trained employees that didn't speak English. I'd have an interpreter with me, and you'd find it. I don't care where I went. Everybody, these poor people, to keep their pants up, they had a string as a belt. They made $100 a month. No joke. And I'm talking 2001, 2002 time period. Worked hard, cared about their family, invited me to their homes. Yeah, they're there. But they're a product of their environment. They were just beat down. Nobody smiled. I remember going around smiling all the time, and the interpreter said, somebody would say something to the interpreter about me, and then he would laugh a little bit and keep going. I said, what are people saying? They want to know if you're drunk. Why? Well, you have a smile. What's wrong with that? People don't smile like that unless they are happy from maybe drinking. I went, are you kidding? How sad is that? I just remembered that, by the way. That's pretty sad. Pretty sad. You look at some of the poverty countries and you look at the face of little kids and all that. They're just sitting there with big eyes. Some of them are playing when they can. We got to change that crap. We got to change that crap. And it's going to happen from this movement that we're fortunate to be in. Anyway, I've been running my mouth for 34 minutes. I'm going to go to the chat. Yeah, yes, it was spectacular. And it was very, very heartwarming to sit on and listen to Ash and be able to talk with him. I talk to him a lot anyway, really. I'm fortunate, so I try to keep my mouth shut when I'm there as much because people get the opportunity. That's good. It's real good. But he's a very busy man, and those opportunities don't come very often because I guarantee he's probably working right now. Really. That's crazy. Let me go to the chat, read some, say hello. Shirley Dotson, thank you for being here. Sedenda Das, thank you. The Beeve is in the house. One of my brothers, Frank Rowe, is here. Hello, Frank. Dave Graham. Dave's been in forever. Lori Lunn. Hello, hello, hello. There's Tina. Tina is from Singapore. Great lady. Thank you, Tina. Roy Davies from Florida. How you doing, buddy? Seppi Endermatt. Welcome. Amal Petier. Welcome. Quattel and Company. Hello, everyone. First time I remember seeing you here, or the company here. Robert Tantula's in the house. Robert, condolences to your mother, bud. Nothing like a mom. I know. I lost my mom when I was 36 years old, back in 1996. She was the rock of my life. I'm so glad that I took after her, really, more so than my father. Eva Diaz, I enjoy my journey so far with ONPASSIVE. Still enjoying it for myself, my family, and my mentor, like asked the lion-hearted. You darn right. Raphael St. Germain's in the house. Patricia Parrott, hello. Glad you can make it. Patricia Green, there she is. Hello. I used to be a program junkie, but not anymore because of ONPASSIVE. It is changing my life in many different ways. Absolutely. George Lukakamwa from Uganda. What we witnessed yesterday is just enough to get everyone excited and very grateful to Ash and his team. Absolutely. Yin Yang, 44 fours in the house. Thank you for your support. You're always here. Asida Sanfo, welcome. Pretty Hendry, welcome. Glad you can make it. Ken Davis is in the house. Hello, Ken. The one and only Listra. Hello, Listra. There will always be snags, but yes, we move on. Exactly right. If there wasn't snags and some things that weren't so pleasant, you could never enjoy the greatness. It's just not the same. Bridget Bansu, welcome. Hasmak Bob Patel, hello. Diri Alam. Oh, wait, I'm messing names up. Pat Mayberry, Marty, you're amazing. I don't know about that, but thank you. Emilio Bactier, welcome. I don't remember seeing your name. I love seeing new names. Cheryl Bess. Hello, Cheryl. Glad you could make it. Martin Piper. Got a great first name. Sounds like mine. My real name's Martin, by the way. It's not Marty. Emil Piera said hello. M. Kylie was here as soon as I make it. She's the first one like hours ago. She says hi. My brother from another mother, the one and only Jerry Nix is in the house. Dana Energy is always here. Thank you. Mr. Yates, James Yates. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Casey Zevenbergen. It was a big, big night, Marty. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And it was all done for what? For us. That's the most mind-blowing thing. My phone's blowing off the hook. Mahadeva. I don't know. I hope I said that right. I know I didn't. I don't know why I even said I hope. Caldela Candelapoli. Oh my gosh. Hello. Chris is calling. Oh no. Do I answer? I'll answer. Yes. Yes. Hello. Yeah. 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 Uh, oh, beautiful. Hey, everybody. This is Chris. You probably can't hear him because I got a headset on. You see me just nodding and stuff. He said that Casey Zevenbergen and Jerry Nix are going to team up, do a podcast with those two great voices. Uh-oh. So get ready. Get ready. Hey, did you get your internet back? Oh, my gosh. Oh, I don't want to hear. I'll call you later. I see you. Hold on. Let me hang up. Today's cleaning day for Chris. Oh, I just can't picture that. That's good news. Casey and Jerry Nix. That's cool. Very cool. Libby Mamabolo. Thank you for being here. Robert Tantilla, again, my condolences, brother. It's a rough thing. It's a rough thing. Floyd Chirac. Thanks for the great talent around the world and the willingness to share Aswifar's vision. Thank you, Marty. Wow, that made my day. Thank you, Floyd. My grandfather's name was Floyd. My mom's dad. Never met him. Well, I was alive, but I don't remember him. Moving on down. Maspahalo Islam, welcome. Wow, nice. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We're moving on down the road. Dorinda Sapya, welcome. Glad you could make it. David Graham, I said hello to you. Libby Mambolo. Sham Sai, hello, Sham. Glad you could make it. I appreciate it. Never be led by others. You need to hear the other side of the story. Charlotte Patrina, again, thank you for the super sticker. And thank you for being here. It's fantastic, especially on a Sunday. You guys came out on a Sunday. And some of you may not think I'm religious. I am spiritual. I pray every day. Every day. Lois White, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Ivana Baljan. Charlotte Patrina. I love that name. That's so nice. She said, you're welcome. Cynthia Deering, hello. I don't want to miss anybody. I know I will, but Mino Miller is in the house. Casey, laughing is the best medicine. Yeah. Well, hang around Chris. You laugh all the freaking time, even when you shouldn't. Okay. He's texting me while I'm trying to be serious about something. I just got to learn not to read it. Listen to me, John. Well, I listen to you too, brother. John, medium size, white. Keeping it high and tight. Medium size. Dorinda Safia. I love that. That's what, you got so many unique names in ONPASSIVE. Serena Soltina. Wow. Anyway, I'm at the bottom. I love you all. I'm stoked. Really, like you couldn't imagine. I can't get rid of this thing on here. We had a very good turnout. I believe now, and I always have, that most of you have an idea what we're part of, and that's unbelievable. Remember, after tomorrow, any day after tomorrow, we could get our links and things start happening. Anytime after Monday, the 22nd. Nothing's changed. Just because if Ash doesn't say it one day, it doesn't mean it changes. Everything's the same. Yeah, there were some modifications made from 2018, thank God above. Because I want to be around a while. I want my children to be able to be in ONPASSIVE. I want my grandchildren to be in ONPASSIVE. Well, they are, by the way. But I want them to be able to be in it. Right now, they're young. They don't know. Anyway, I'll see you all, and God bless. I mean that. I had a great time. Ash, by the way, did text me, all said and done, and said, that was fun. That's what he said. He enjoyed it. He could be doing anything else, and he spent it with founders. Isn't that cool? Anyway, I'll see you all, and have a wonderful day. Tell everybody you know that you love them.